Hey guys, it's Hi, I'm High, and this video is about critical rate synergy teams and how that affects your gameplay. As you've seen, this synergy team is just with Scarlet Witch and Vision basically. 7% critical rate. It's not huge, but it makes a tiny difference. As you see, there's not too many hits there that are critical. And Scarlet Witch, her gameplay is based off of critical hits. You know, without those, she's pretty much worthless. So there's a lot of teams I'm trying out. I'm trying out basically as many teams as I can with the critical rates and see which teams I like. I wish there were some more with Star-Lord. I haven't really found very many that I like with Star-Lord. Scarlet Witch, you know, she has a few of them. Vision's an alright champ, so I'm going to take him to rank 5 soon. Because this team's not too bad. I wish I could put Black Widow on it, or even a Daredevil. I need a skill, basically. You know, for map 6, I'd say. And you see, this critical rate team is 35% here. And at the moment, it's the highest. I'm assuming as they add new champs in, you might have a higher critical rate team here eventually. And I'd definitely say you could tell a difference between this team and any other team that's, you know, just a 3-team squad. Like for Alliance Quest or Alliance Wars, you're only able to put 3 versus this, you're able to put 5. And the difference is it's definitely a big difference that you could tell. Especially with Scarlet Witch. I mean, as you see, it's almost every hit is a critical hit. So it makes a huge difference with Scarlet Witch, I'd say. And this is the list that I found on Facebook here. As you've seen, that first team was 35%. The next team is the 34. I used that before. 33. Captains is 33. The Mutant Squad is 28%. You know, you got some of the lower ones there, which aren't too bad, you know, especially with Scarlet Witch. Any of those teams would be great if you have them. And you see this is the second squad here, the 34%. But, you know, I added the Spider-Man here, which added, I believe, another 7% to that. So, you know, this is definitely higher than the 35%. You know, it's around 41, I'd say it was. But at that, you know, you definitely want to use your best champs in there. So I'll probably throw in a Star-Lord or a Scarlet Witch with this squad. But this is just basically your daily quest. So it's definitely not hard at all. You've seen I did the first 2 paths already. This is the 3rd and final path. So it's relatively easy. You know, you see they're only 4,000 PI. So I mean, it's just to show the difference in the synergy rates and how that affects your gameplay. As you've seen, you know, these teams together would almost make every hit a critical hit, which is huge because, you know, your masteries, you see my masteries, they're based off the critical hits. So, you know, I got the armor piercing, I got all that on my masteries, so any critical hit is going to make a difference for me. And I'm going to run through all these guys here. These guys are all a piece of cake. I'm going to keep trying out different teams to see which ones I really like and what I could actually use in Alliance Wars, Alliance Quest, and even in Quest. every one of those hits was a critical hit. And the difference in the damage, you know, and it all depends on your masteries, but the difference is night and day. I mean, you're doing a 200-300 hit versus a critical hit. You're doing 8 to 1200. Like I said, these fights are only to show you guys that, you know, the damage, you know, looking at how often I'm actually doing the critical hits. And this team, like I said, since I added the Spider-Man, it's over 40%. So we're getting down to the final battles here. Got a little potion there. I'm also close to another T4 basic, so I'm going to see if this will actually, you know, get me that. I was about 2,000 short of the T4 basic when I started this. So the first two paths gave me a few hundred. We'll see if I can put one together now. We got Gambit as the boss. So it looks like they put together some of this enhanced special 2, so unblockable special 1 and 2, and limber. So he's a decent, you know, somewhat of a decent boss. So you guys seen it. Basically the difference in these teams and how that affects your critical rate. Let's see if I can put together a T4. But so I got 1,000 for completing it, 100%, and another 470 in the chest. That put me over the top, so I definitely got my T4 basic I was looking for from the shards.